Do you think a Tesla stock buyback will assist the organization with loading to take off from its ongoing valuation? The main EV organization stock has been pursuing a descending direction since it delivered what many see as disheartening Q3 results that said a stock buyback as of now might end up being very gainful for the organization. You most certainly would have no desire to miss this data. Numerous specialists alongside the ensemble of Tesla financial backers have been offering their viewpoints about how a Tesla stock buyback will essentially help the organization as of now, particularly since Tesla stock has been hitting a record-breaking low of late. A stock buyback program for Tesla has been progressively discussed among financial backers as of late after Musk prodded the possibility of a stock buyback on Tesla's second from last quarter profit, bringing the set income call. Tesla chiefs and President Elon Musk himself resolved a few issues, including Tesla stock buyback. Musk made sense of that even in the disadvantage situation 1 year from now, albeit 2023 may end up being a troublesome year. Tesla actually can do a $5 to $10 billion buyback. We've discussed the buyback thought widely at the load up level. The load up by and large figures that it checks out to do a buyback, yet we need to manage the right cycle to do a buyback, yet it's positively workable for us to do a buyback on the request for $5 to $10 billion. Tesla President Elon Musk said, anyway, note that this is as yet forthcoming load up survey and endorsement. All things considered, we'll do some significant buyback. Musk said. He added that while the market group's pistol on the transient, it's vital to zero in on the drawn out over the new months. Various specialists and Tesla bulls have been talking about the potential advantages of a stock buyback for the organization. Even Tesla's third biggest financial backer, Leo Koguan, has been requiring a stock buyback for a long time now. More than that, a change.org appeal was made to ask Tesla for an offer buyback. The said appeal is doing great with around 5,300 marks by late November. The appeal is looking for a buyback before. The years over this came after Tesla experienced what could be the most horrendously terrible year throughout the entire existence of the organization that incorporates shares falling with Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter, as well as the EV organization managing 19 reviews this year. Elon Musk has recently proposed that a Tesla stock buyback could be en route to support financial backer trust in the EV organization. Anyway, in the event that to be sure happens, financial backers won't almost certainly see it until at some point 1 year from now. Still, there are a few justifications for why many push for a stock buyback this year. One of the contending focuses in the previously mentioned request is that the organization will profit from an as of now exceptionally underestimated stock cost. A stock buyback will likewise conceivably show trust in Tesla's future outcomes. Besides, individuals accept that Tesla ought to act before the 1% charge on share buybacks becomes relevant on January 1st, 2023. At long last, Tesla ought to work the buyback under current CC principles, which will change revealing guidelines soon. The organization should, in all seriousness, start buyback now. Singapore tycoon Leo Koguan tweeted in mid-November saying it was both the best timing and the correct thing to do. Basically put Tesla financial backers are asking Chief Elon Musk and the leading body of Tesla to consider repurchasing shares as the organization's stock cost ruts to a 2-year low. Repurchasing shares from the commercial center would decrease the quantity of extraordinary offers accessible, which builds the proprietorship stake of current investors. That is on the grounds that a discounted supply of offers frequently causes a cost increment. Tesla bull and powerhouse Alexander Mers, who as of late placed up an appeal on change.org to advocate for a quick buyback before the year's end, is among various financial backers who contend that a stock buyback would be a demonstration of trust in Tesla's future outcomes and would return abundance to investors. I'm a colossal Tesla fan and past investor, yet to safeguard my capital, I've been compelled to go to the clouded side, remarked one solicitor, of which there are at present 5,807. I've as of late shorted the stock and have procured back generally a portion of my misfortunes. I trust in Tesla's drawn out development, yet I really want to see some activity from the load up prior to going long again. A pleasant buyback would show certainty from the load up that Tesla is as yet a wise speculation. Wedbush expert Dan Ives accepts that Tesla will confront stock buyback tension from dissident financial backers 1 year from now after shares get sliced down the middle this year. The strain obviously will be generally placed on Tesla President Elon Musk's shoulders as per Ives. Extremist financial backers could constrain Tesla to send off a stock buyback program, further develop net revenues, or take key actions. We additionally accept activism will begin to increment across the more extensive tech area as names, for example, Salesforce and Tesla being two models, will confront developing strain around edges, buyback, and key moves. Ives said Tesla striking. Dave Lee said a Tesla stock buyback isn't actually unimaginable, as others are persuaded to think. Lee made sense of that. If Tesla would make 10 million vehicles each year and have a working benefit of $15,000 for every vehicle, there would be $150 billion of working benefit each year. And assuming that financial backers gave a 30 different off of that, that would be $4.5 trillion with the speculative $150 billion in B. Working benefit. Tesla could presumably utilize the vast majority of that cash to do stock buybacks, says Lee. Leo Kogo, on the third biggest individual investor of Tesla stock, has been approaching the EV creator to report a stock buyback since May as the organization's portion value keeps on falling. In a tweet to Martin Vita, head of financial backer relations at Tesla, Koguan said the organization ought to promptly declare its arrangements to repurchase $5 billion of Tesla shares this year and $10 billion 1 year from now. He added that Tesla ought to utilize its free income to subsidize the buyback and that it shouldn't influence its current $18 billion cash saves. In another tweet, Kogawan said Tesla's free income added up to $2.2 billion in the primary quarter of the year. He added that he anticipates that it should move to $8 billion this year and $17 billion 1 year from now after capital consumptions have been calculated in. He additionally said that Tesla can put resources into full self-driving its Optimus bot and new processing plants while likewise repurchasing its underestimated stocks. Leo Kogawan has unobtrusively amassed one of the single greatest stakes in Elon Musk's organization in 2021. Despite the fact that Kogawan is an extremely rich person by his own doing, he shared through a tweet in September 2021 that the worth of his alleged possessions took off to $4 billion, $5 billion, lastly, a bigger number of than $7 billion in the said year. I have faith in Elon's extraordinary mission, Kogawan said. In a tweet, Kogawan accepts that Tesla will have a tremendous market cap by 2030 on the off chance that it can do a $1 trillion buyback, somewhere in the range of 2023 and 2026. Through a tweet, Kogawan mentioned that Tesla does a $100 billion share buyback from 2022 to 2026, and afterward another $1 trillion buyback from 2026 to 2030. The tycoon financial backer shared that, assuming that Tesla repurchases its shares at $1,000 for each divide among 2026 and 2030, it will eliminate $1 billion out of the $3.14 billion offers accessible today, diminishing the quantity of exceptional offers to around $2.14 billion. Since there will be less offers accessible for financial backers, the stock cost might possibly take off to $5,000 from $3,000 for every offer, as Tesla president Elon Musk sold more Tesla partakes. As of late, Kogawan said in a tweet to switch Elon's selling of over $35.7 billion in Tesla stock, Tesla or Elon or both do buybacks $35.7 billion. So it's a tremendous sum. I just proposed $5 billion buybacks this year because of Tesla's money accessibility to permit solid stores for crisis without getting cash or giving security specialists, except that Tesla can surely manage the cost of a buyback as it held $21 billion in real money and momentary attractive protections. As of September weather conditions, this moment is a decent opportunity for Tesla to repurchase its own stock as rivalry in the EV area warms up. Is not yet clear, as some would contend Tesla is still in development mode and ought to reinvest its benefit to solidify its lead in the area as opposed to repurchase shares. That is the reason an extremist strain on Tesla in 2023 is probably going to initially zero in on easy pickings like pulling together a Musk on his Tesla obligations and sending off drives that would assist with further developing net revenues and general tension for a stock buyback during the current year, or at any rate right on time 1 year from now, is fundamentally mounting. Ideally, the Tesla load up will settle on a conclusion about this before long buy into this feed for more Tesla stock substance.